Echoes of a fractured dawn. In the dim glow of a Portland dawn on October 6, 2025, Elena Vargas clutched her notebook tighter against the chill wind whipping through the streets. As a freelance journalist who'd chased stories from Gaza's rubble to Ukraine's front lines, she thought she'd seen chaos. But this, her adopted home of Oregon turning into ground zero for America's unraveling, felt personal. Sirens wailed in the distance, remnants of last night's clashes outside the ICE facility, where federal agents had traded tear gas for bricks, with protesters decrying the latest wave of deportations. Elena's phone buzzed with alerts. A federal judge had just blocked President Trump's second attempt in as many days to flood the city with National Guard troops from California, ruling the claims of unrest as baseless fiction. Governor Tina Kotek hailed it as a victory for democracy. But Eleanor knew better. Trump's advisor Stephen Miller was already fuming on cable news, calling the judge's order legal insurrection. Whispers from sources hinted at the White House eyeing the Army's 82nd Airborne next, an escalation that chilled her more than the autumn fog. She slipped into a dimly lit cafe, the kind where baristas doubled as activists, and ordered a black coffee. The TV above the counter flickered to CNN, broadcasting live from Cairo. High-stakes talks where Hamas and Israeli envoys huddled over fragments of Trump's audacious 20-point Gaza peace plan. They'd agreed on a hostage prisoner swap and an eventual Israeli pullout. But the devil lurking in the details. Ceasefire terms amid fresh bloodshed, with Israeli strikes claiming 31 Palestinian lives just yesterday. Trump, ever the showman, had urged Israel to halt the bombs for a safe release, his voice booming from a Navy anniversary podium thousands of miles away. Elena's heart twisted. She'd interviewed those displaced families in Gaza City last year, their pleas for reconstruction echoing like ghosts. Now, tens of thousands rallied in Tel Aviv, waving photos of the captives, while global protests swelled from 250,000 marching in Amsterdam to arrests in London streets for backing Palestinian aid flotillas. And then there was Greta Thunberg, the climate icon turned flotilla detainee, reportedly dragged by her hair and beaten during Israel's raid on aid boats bound for Gaza. Deported activists spoke of forced humiliations, dogs snarling in holding cells, accusations that had Netanyahu's office issuing furious denials. Elena's coffee grew cold as her editor pinged, "Pivot to DC. Shutdowns day 6. Trump's starving blue cities." She groaned, flashing back to her last Capitol Hill stakeout. The federal impasse had frozen everything. Healthcare extensions stalled, jobs reports delayed, even the U.S. National Arboretum's leaves turning without federal paychecks to witness them. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Trump was wielding the purse strings like a weapon, slashing $2.1 billion from Chicago's infrastructure over race-based contracts, and $18 billion from New York's coffers the week prior. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker branded the incoming National Guard horde an invasion, especially after agents shot a woman during a chaotic Chicago raid. Cars boxing in offices, bullets flying into bystander flesh. Eleanor's mind reeled to the human cost. Families terrorized in dawn sweeps. A journalist like Mario Guevara, veteran immigration reporter, deported to El Salvador after live-streaming an anti-Trump rally, his voice cracking over a staticky line about America's shattered promise of justice. Across the Atlantic, in a Kyiv basement bunker, Dr. Ivan Kowalski bandaged a 15-year-old girl's arm, the acrid scent of smoke still clinging to her clothes. Russia's overnight barrage, over 50 missiles and 500 drones, had claimed her brother, blacked out half the city, and prompted Poland to scramble jets along the border. Ivan, a surgeon who defected from Crimea years ago, scrolled grim updates on his phone. Fresh attacks,